3.1 Practice and Research, Project 4. In my tutor feedback, I've been asked to critically review my work so far, to look at any overlaps, any themes that have started to appear within my work. I think the biggest thing that is apparent is the use of a circle, which has come through dyslexia education, identifying shape. And my tutor also picked upon this, so we kind of connected there and agreed that this would be very useful to move forward. I'd returned back to two particular practitioners, Aldo van Eyck with his Creative Playgrounds and Laura Blake. Now, both of these artists are creative within their narrative with creativity. They are not necessarily dyslexic creativity, but I feel that my work started to resonate with the construction of the three-dimensional triangles, making climbing frames and so forth. And through research with Laura Blake, she too makes a lot of use of traditional materials with the touch and the tactability, which has now started to become a sensory connotation on my sampling. As we can see here, I'd use three-dimensional paper, soft foam sheets and wool thread and wire. This has enabled me to relate to the research of Laura Blake, where objects and sampling the pieces is very sensory and has become tactile. And I think it's been important to engage the fact that I've still taken on board the three-dimensional structures, which I'd been able to ascertain from Aldo van Eyck's playground research, where we can use the thinking and thought processes of being creative with our materials and objects. And I think this is one of the positive themes in dyslexia, how we are very visual, we're very creative, we're a problem solver. So I think through my sampling and making, this has allowed me to demonstrate making textile responses with the basic traditional materials. So this mind map just highlights a few areas and pulls together some of the practitioners and the materials that I've started to engage with at the early stages of the practice and research. And I think it slowly is going to start to pull together. But I think the biggest breaking point has now become the circle shape, which has, up to Project 3, started to moving towards communication with Braille and Morse code. And just with some new recent research, it's now becoming non-verbal communication, which I think is also becoming an overlap and a question for me to possibly research for my critical review essay.